Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Baylor Bears offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Darasaw. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 35 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. The Bears trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
So BYU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, BYU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. The playoff might be out of reach, but the landscape of college football, just one of those things you never can tell.
And that's what's been fun about college football and the timing with the expansion of the college football playoff. So many good teams, and it's fun to argue about 12, 13, 14, 15. This team can stay in that mix and stay in that argument.
And there's no question this team is very talented. When they're playing their best football, they...
And now the hit knocks it loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Gonna run it. It's Nowaski. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. That's caught. It's knee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the...
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so also...
Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. Between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got it in the middle. It's Addison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Wants to throw on third down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Creates a little room.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Spins away from the defense. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action. Trying to pull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing route.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Darrisaw. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their...
Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cougars! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going deep. Pulls in the deep ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snags it over the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Finds a tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands, it's Addison. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Nowaski. And they're able to make the tackle.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Snagged in the middle. It's Darrisaw. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Turning it on! Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He'll pull it down and run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get out.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, BYU!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Therasol. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And that one's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that in the Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Darasol. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st down from the 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Gets it to the back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught over the middle. It's Addison. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. He wants to throw it again. Fires on the move. He's got the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.